in the future, because no one else is here yet. My cat says hello. He'll probably be on camera in a minute. I am all kinds of crazy right now. Come here. Say hi. Yes, say hi. We'll wait for some people to come in. Welcome to the reading report. Reading is optional, but we are going to talk about books here today. What's up, honey? Hey, Az, first one in, first one to comment. Good to see you. I'm trying to get in myself. What you up to? Yay. Yeah, I look forward to the little group we've got on Sundays. My cat is in my lap purring. Oh yeah, you can't kind of see him. Okay. He might be a little crooked, but you know what? That's okay. We're all a little crooked here. I do have an unboxing today, but I'm gonna look at the back of the envelope. My goodness. I gotta figure out yeah, how long I'm gonna show that on the screen. Just hanging out reading. What are you reading? I want to know all the things. He is just purring away in my lap. He's so cute. No, right, I gotta change it to all messages. There we go. Yeah, let me know what you're reading. I'm already kind of on a delay, so sorry if I don't. He does look like the Phantom of the Opera, doesn't he? I'm gonna hold that up a little more later, but I was like, what is this? And I think I know what it is because I did buy a book. Oh, I didn't bring my list, and it's on my phone. I did buy a book, but I don't like. This doesn't look like the characters in the book. And I still have a whole bunch of books over here to like unbox. Or just to show you. Some of them I don't know if I should keep or not. So I'll ask your advice on that. Hi, Mateo. Monsters, angels, ghosts, and goblins. That's kind of been my theme. Only vampires and werewolves and devils and other like totally new made up creatures too. I finished 2 books today. I'm like, that's a lot. Like I didn't start them today, but everybody's busy. You can't help it. Yeah, what are you doing? He stretches and then he falls down and then he looks at me like, why'd you push me, Mom? Silly. Ugh. All right, so hi everyone. And I think Mateo was trying to say hola, so hola, hello. Welcome to a channel where we talk about almost anything on Sundays. I am gonna move things along and talk about what I'm reading. I want you to tell me what you're reading for sure. I'll tell you what I finished today because today was kind of nuts. I have an unboxing, but it's a little bit adult, so I'm not going to show it right now. And then right off screen here, I have a box of books that some of them I'm keeping, and I just didn't get to last week, but I got those all for free. I found them, so I can always just take them back. But yeah, Az bought 2 movies from the library. Oh, cool. Which ones? This kitty is so cute. Oh, and I'm also going to do my reading prompts. I did not get both of those done, spoiler alert, this week, but yeah, where should we start? I think I usually start with my reading. Let me make sure I'm not going to like forget. what I've read because it's a bit much. A lot of people were here. Now it's down to one. I don't know what's going on. Last time, it didn't really push it out like it used to. Magic Flute Diaries, a timeless classic. Is that based on the opera Magic Flute? See, he just like is sliding off. So I'm just gonna put him on the ground here. He can stay with me if he wants. That's what she said. Oh no, what did I say? Hey, Cujo. I'm just gonna put him on the floor and let him do what he wants. Is that what I said? That's what she said moment. I didn't even it's so weird to do it on the delay, you know? Here's Cujo, yeah. It's just since there's only one person in here, and literally 2 of you just commented, and I'm watching myself. So there should be 3. Hi. Oop. Do you have a bug on you? I hope not. What is that? Just a mat of your fur? Oh my god, he's so cute right now. Hi. What are you reading? They both cost the DVD movies 25 cents. Amazing. I mean, it makes sense because people just do all digital stuff now. I wish I could show you this cat, but I can't. All right. I'm really out of it, so if I kind of zone out, don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll just need to leave when I come back to. Um, yeah, I'm just having a moment. What are you? Okay, I'm gonna show you. He's got his little head like back on one of the books. And he's just looking up at me. My goodness. Cute kitty. Oh, I was gonna wear these earrings. I'm making progress. I'm making progress. I still have the 3 books to go out. I haven't like brought them out yet, but I did process the 2 boxes in, including the ones I hadn't shown you yet that are over here. There's 4 people now. Okay. Maybe, but it's a movie, a good actor. Okay. Yeah, Magic Flute is a famous opera, and I think it might have been a fairy tale, not a fairy tale, but like a legend telling or something. So maybe there's other things based on it. What was that? He just like shook for a minute, like a hiccup. Sometimes you buy books for 25 cents or $1. That's awesome. Yeah, discounted books or free books. So, all right, before I open this very interesting looking envelope here, I need to kind of explain why I bought a book by telling you what I read. Oh, I'm sorry. I just booped him with the book and not in a good way. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, I think last week. Why did you call me Carrie? Hi, Vincent. I'm Anna. I don't know why someone was calling me Carrie yesterday in Mike's stream. You like horror movies? I like psychological horror, but not like blood and guts kind of horror, even though I watch true crime. He is really trying hard to get all my attention. Yeah, June was. I don't know where she got that from. But that's okay. Sorry, my better chat is over here. But thanks for coming over, Vincent. That's awesome. You're Ronan. You're a 25-year-old geography teacher. Hi, and welcome. All are welcome. So I'm all over the place today, but we do art and animals stuff. I am going to talk about books today in that kind of art category. As you can tell, I read a little bit. And I have less videos coming up these days, just going through some stuff. But I have a bunch of exotic animals as well that I'd like to talk about on here. Warlock knows my name. I haven't seen whatever movie you're referencing. Vincent knows my name? Okay. I don't. Oh, so you were joking about this. Sorry, I'm really out of it. The cat likes to interrupt me reading books. Yeah? So last time, I was talking to you about a Bill Bryson book that I listened to on audio. I finished that. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. That I rounded up to 4 maybe. It was really, really, really funny. But it's not gonna like change my life kind of thing. But I really enjoyed it. Okay, I put a 3.75, which you're not allowed to put on Goodreads. So like I just had to do I rounded it up to 4 stars to give them a little better rating, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. You like books on wildlife? I have a bunch of crazy animals, so you're probably in the right place. I miss the book fairs that I used to have as a kid as. Which one's a scary book? Hold on. Why is this not? Okay. I think I was also in the middle of this one, which, oh, you were talking about this probably. Guys, I'm gonna be all over the place. So forgive me. This is called Rejected. I know it's backwards. This book cover and the sprayed edges are amazing. I love it too. And this makes a wolf down here. Like I didn't even realize that when I started reading it. This is also a great smeller. Yeah, it really is. And I got it for free from Goodreads. So why not read it? I knew I was gonna like it. It's kind of silly, like and there's smut in it, but it's not like a smutty book. Like there's not smut throughout the entire thing. So it is very adult, but this now I'm mixing up the two books. She's like a werewolf kind of shiftery person. This was complete for brain break, okay? And I earned it because I'll tell you about something else I'm reading. I think I'm getting confused because I popped on to talk to you about what, my snake getting outside. I loved this. I had such a good time, and once I kind of got into it, I could not stop thinking about it or putting it down. It was like my whole mood. I rated this a 4 stars. And it's silly, and it's like, but it's there's things wrong with the story, but there's this whole like world with a library that has 10 doors to different kinds of creatures and where they live, and one of them is Earth. It's really cool. And it was a great time. And it ends on a cliffhanger, okay? It's a huge WTF moment. So I flew through it and I got to the very end and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I immediately went on Amazon and bought the second one, which I think is a blue version of this style. So these will look really cool together. I think that's what the package is. But it says it's the most naked, monstrous, indestructible kind of love. And I know that's backwards. Amazon says that this didn't get here yet. So this might be the second book, or it might not be the second book. And in the back, I'll just ignore that for a minute. This is not the characters from the first book at all. So this might be something completely different. And if so, way to go extra. It says it's from Source Books in Illinois. I'm not a teacher, but I used to be in special ed, and I've just always loved books. Anyway, I couldn't help it. It was, this one I didn't even hear of. It's not a new book, but I immediately got the second one. I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure. Could be something else. If it now at this point, if it's not that, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. But while I was waiting for the second one of this, I picked up Bride, which fit my reading jar prompts from last week. I picked one that was for Europe, which I translate to like based in Europe or the author's from Europe, and this author was originally from Italy. I was kind of planning on reading it anyway, and Europe I have a lot of books from because there's a lot of English speaking authors. But this was werewolf vampires. I freaking loved this one too. I think this one was a little better written than this one. Although, and this one's, both are very spicy. This is very spicy, but not until like the last half. Hey Caleb. Talking about guilty pleasure books right now. I finished this awesome cover looking one and then finished this one, and now I have a very suspicious looking envelope that I'm not sure what's in there. Oh, happy birthday to your wife, Caleb. Vincent's liked horror and sci-fi too. Yeah, I like sci-fi. Oh, thanks. Yeah, people like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I think a lot of you are that are here. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's like not giving me the same audiences. Anyway, so in addition to finishing this one today, I just read for like the first half of the day. I just wanted to. I don't know. It was like, it's probably self-soothing, but whatever. But in addition to finishing Bride, I also finished the second Hedge Knight novella. And these are graphic novel versions of it, which is really cool. Night of the Seven Kingdoms just came out a few months ago it stopped. And it was pretty close to the book stuff. So I wanted to see what happened in the next season or the next book. So, and I have this one, so I read it and I finished it. It's a small story, the same as the first season was if you watched it. Instead of, big fights with dragons and stuff like that, it's a hedge knight and a squire with a mysterious past that kind of are around doing adventures and goofy stuff. Yay. That's okay, Caleb. Thank you for stopping in. I'll check out your new creations soon. Anyway, yeah, so I finished 2 books today. I finished The Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid. And I finished this one. I'm like ahead of my like internal goal. Like my external goal on Goodreads is 26 books, and I'm already at like 16, I think. So yeah, or 17 now, I don't know. What was I gonna say? Oh goodness, don't dissociate now. We might not get to this box of books today again. I don't know. I left teaching because I couldn't do it full time and I needed more money. You have those graphic novels too? Haven't read them yet. I'm gonna read them after Dance of the Dragons. Dance of the Dragons is pretty dense. Yeah. Hey, Ricker's here too. Hello. Yeah, I can't handle nearly the amount of stress that I planned on being able to handle, if you know how that goes. Yeah, so I just kind of phased out of it. I ended up working in an office and loving it, and like I'm still working in an office, not the same office. But yeah, I'm a little out of it, Ricker. So sorry if I space out a lot. I'm just talking about what I read, and I have a very interesting envelope to open that was sent to me, so we're gonna see what that is next, I think. Hi, Nadir. Yeah, I think I remember you. The screen names all kind of blur sometimes. I read mostly fiction, although I'm trying to branch out because I have a lot of nonfiction to read, but I read a lot of like fantasy, sci-fi, or like general fiction kind of stuff. I want some kind of intrigue, like give me a werewolf or a monster or a murder or a ghost or something. Like give me not just people going on vacation and thinking about life. Like, because other than the vacation part, that's life, and I don't want to read for that. I want a story about characters that are, I don't know. I mean, writing. I have read plenty of books that were just about people doing stuff, and the writing has been beautiful or whatever. But I like something a little bit to hook you into it. You like that too? Awesome. You're in the right place. But I started signing up for these giveaways where I get free books randomly. Cujo's trying really hard. My favorite book series right now, because it's fresh in my brain, I mean, I will never stop loving Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Narnia. I'm looking at them across, like they're in a special spot in my room. But Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorites. Jane Eyre is one of my favorites. Like, classic stuff. But recently the ACOTAR series got me into romantasy, which I'd never really got into before because it can go horribly wrong if it's a bad writer. But I started watching BookTube and getting all these recommendations and accidentally discovered that if there's romance or spicy stuff in it, that'll keep my intrigue as well. And I also learned accidentally that romance books can actually be really clever and funny and entertaining. So that's kind of sneaking in there too, but I haven't read a whole lot of it yet. Ricker's been sick and your O2 stats have been low for the past couple days. Oh my goodness, that's gotta be really scary when it's like something essential, like breathing. Your wife was a librarian for over 23 years. Awesome. Yeah, my house is like a small library too. I wish I could dedicate a room for it, but I can't right now. Well, let me make sure you don't have to hear all my notifications real quick. Right. I'm a mess, but now I'm distracted. But the ACOTAR series, I fell in love with last year, and now I'm reading her backlist. And if you're into books at all and into this genre at all, the author's coming out with a new one. She's actually coming out with 2 new ones because she said it was so long that she split it into 2 books. And it's coming out on my birthday in October. So for my birthday this year, she's coming out with a new book in my favorite series, my favorite current series. These all smell so interesting. These got me through a lot of bad things last year, and so did these, the Throne of Glass ones over here. But we're coming out with a new one, and everybody's like crazy. We don't even know what the title is yet. What happened with Nadir? Oh, I'm sorry, Nadir. Well, happy birthday to her anyway. It's still her birthday. You're looking, Kuja's got a box of books, Doomed Queens. Damned by Chuck, I don't know how to say his last name. Hey Joshi, how are you? You don't like a lot of spicy stuff in the TV shows or books? You feel like it takes away from the story? It really can. It really can. There was a lot of spice in here, but it wasn't like the point of the book. And then Bride too, there was like a lot of spice, but it was later. It wasn't like throughout the entire like smut for smut's sake kind of thing. And I mean, there's a lot of spice in here too, but it's so built into the story. So yeah. But it definitely can be distracting, especially if you're not liking the characters and then they're doing adult things and you're like, oh, please stop. You had appendicitis 2 days ago and you were at the hospital for 3 hours. Everybody stay out of the hospital, please, including me. My goodness. I gotta go look up Cujo's book too. Doomed Queens. So how did you get your box of books, Cujo? Or is that just what you keep them in? Oh, is Doomed Queens a nonfiction? Ooh. That looks interesting. It's about, like, literally queens that had a difficult time. It looks like... Oh, hold on. Was there a typo? Beat lol. Oh. Oh, you thought you had appendicitis. Well, at least you went to the hospital to make sure. It's okay. My phone had been acting up today, which, by the way, I need to plug it in because somehow it got down to like 50%, and I don't know how. Joshy's helping by cleaning his living room. That's awesome. Come over and clean mine after that. Cujo has 2 plastic containers of books that you slide under your bed. They help you save grief. What am I saying? That help you save room. That's a great idea. I have some of the, like, I don't want anyone to know I have this books hidden like that. But as you can see, most of them are on display. So yeah, ACOTAR coming out is like the biggest buzz in the book universe right now. And I'm reading like crazy. It's probably a phase. Oh, and ooh, do I want to talk about this now? I'm gonna wait because that's kind of heavy. Oh, Joshy's gonna go. Okay, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I don't think I saw you last week. Okay, so the cat is running up here. Hey, where's the fire? Come here. You wanna be on camera again? He does this thing where he runs up the stairs and then he just howls for no reason. You'll probably hear him in a second. Anyway, all right. Should we unbox this interesting, very scandalous envelope? Yeah. Is that the only... Okay. Yeah, right? He likes to distract. I'm dying to know what's in here. I think it's the second book, So Rejected, but let's find out. I can't believe they put this on a public facing side of an envelope. But let's find out. If I can open it. Everything my cat's doing today is cute. This is taped really, really well. It advertises that it's a book, and then it doesn't let me get into it. Yes, I could get scissors, but that's not as much fun. Oh my gosh, it's like glued to the bubble wrap all the way down. It's a book, it's not glass. This might not be the second book. What is this? It does look anime style, doesn't it? Yeah, it does look anime. Oh, I wonder if it's that graphic novel that I won. I don't think it's the second book. It's not. Whoa. Okay, so I guess I got another one of them. This is called Cruel Angel by Rebecca Kenny. Maybe I will just read this next. Oh, that's very strange smelling. Oh, there's like some art in here too. All right, that one I can show you a little more. If it looks like that though, it's gonna be spicy romance. Like, come on. But he's got like a Phantom of the Opera vibe going on there. And I kind of like the blonde guy with the glasses too. That's kind of hot in a different way. That's not what we're about here. This just happens to be what we're talking about right now. This is a very strange smell. Oh, it's like melted plastic. I don't like that. Oh, damn it. I hate when it smells bad because then I can't, like, sniff it while I'm doing it. Oh, wait, it says an addictive and truly original spicy new adults. That usually means, like, a step above YA, although I don't understand it. Truly original, spicy, new adult retelling of the Phantom of the Opera with a magical twist. So it is Phantom of the Opera. So you didn't create your own characters. Okay. I read Phantom of the Opera. The musical / movies that were made about the musical, it pulls from the book, but it's not the same, as you can imagine. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I like the adaptations more than the book. It was a short book. It was a while ago that I read it, but the story is fantastic. But is this just fan fiction then? Let's find out, I guess. Yeah, this is okay. This is There was a time I felt lost and alone until I met them, and together our souls took flight, my gentle Raoul and our deadly angel of music. That's exactly from it. And her name is actually Christine still. Haunted by the violent death of her parents, Christine Daae longs to find solace in music. This is Phantom of the Opera. I don't understand how people can write something like that. It's called Cruel Angel. Okay, so the smell is bad. I'm kind of a little, like, I'm excited by the topic, but I don't know. It's an ARC. It's an advanced reader's copy, so it might not be exactly these, the author signed it. Or stamped it, maybe. But there's a signature. Hold on a second. I guess it's a different take. Hold on. I think my friend is upset. I might need to go for a minute. All right, let's read the first sentence. I'm in love with the story so much that I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, switch. Yikes. I can't even list what the trigger warnings are. So apparently there's vampires in this version, which is fine. I'm reading some of that. Queer-phobic comments, voyeurism, memories of childhood trauma, death, claustrophobia, others that I can't say on YouTube. Did they take a great story and make it worse? And there's cursing. The first sentence just says, it's Lloyd Henry, right? Or do you prefer Lloyd? The therapist welcomes me with a smile. The doctor's name is Dr. Jekyll. Could we be any less obvious? So these are the exact same characters. This is fan fiction. That's what I would call it. I don't know if they've made the characters their own. Oh, I just accidentally flipped to, like, a spicy scene. Page 86, like, we're not even that far in. There's so much cursing on every page. I don't know if I'm gonna like this because I'm so in love with the original. And they can make the spice distracting, like Ricker said. Like, they can make it gross if they don't write it well. And the idea is good, but I'm worried that the execution is gonna suck here. Also, I really want the second book of this. I thought that's what it was, but nope. It looks like Phantom of the Opera, and it is Phantom of the Opera, basically. I don't know. It kind of, the sentences are kind of, I don't know. I might not. Damn, why you gotta take a really good story and, like, mess it up and then sell it as yours? I don't understand. Maybe because it's public domain now? If a book is over 100 years old, it's considered public domain. Like, you don't get copyright struck for, like, I don't know, talking about it on YouTube or something. But I don't know about publishing an entire book. Like, doesn't that mean a different kind of copyright situation? Author is ChatGPT. I mean, oh, I think I said Rebecca Kinney, but it's Rebecca Kenny. I don't know. Take a great story and make it worse. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, for like movies. But how can you sell somebody else's characters as yours? I'm not gonna like this. Oh, honey, I'm from the Bronx, she replies. Anytime you need a bitch shooed off stage, I'll shoo. But you gotta grow some balls if you want to be in this business. Classic Phantom of the Opera, excuse me? No, no. I think it's gonna be too far. I don't think I can do it. What a shame and weird situation. I don't know. I might like read a few chapters and write a review on Goodreads just because if it's terrible, I feel like people should know. Oh, that's not great. It does kind of, yeah, Ricker says maybe they're throwing everything together for a supernatural book. Phantom of the Opera, Dr. Jekyll, vampires. I don't even know who's a vampire yet, but I mean, I haven't read it yet. I mean, it's a creepy story at its core, but it can be so beautifully told, and it's so, I think it's unique. I don't know. But like she didn't even change the way the characters. This is like an anime thing, but like I feel like if this was on if this I feel like they took Phantom of the Opera and turned it into like Twilight. Which, no offense to the Twilight people out there, that was your generation, I get it, but her position is Dr. Acula. Oh gosh. This is gonna be painful, I think. And I guess it's in the modern world. She's talking about cars there. I'm thinking about the movie adaptation with Emmy Rossum, I think her name is Emmy Rossum. And Gerard Butler played the Phantom, and yes, that was controversial, but it was beautiful to watch, and I fell in love with the story. Funny's here. Yeah, that was a good one, Cujo. I don't know if it has sparkling vampires yet, but it might if it's throwing everything together. You can, Funny says you can also make a fantasy like that. Pirates of the Caribbean with a space twist. Where Jack's arch nemesis turns to be his father. Oh god. That's one of the trigger warnings in here too, is that there's light stuff of that kind. It is, oh god, this is such bad writing. Okay, she has email, so it's like, it's definitely like, see, and that was part of it too, was like the gothic vibe to it, and like the mysterious phantom in the shadows, not like sitting in a car reading his emails on his phone. Oh, what a shame. I don't even want to like keep this as a bookmark. Like, this is kind of cool art, but they totally glammed up these people, modernized them, and apparently there's a Dr. Jekyll. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this. I don't think I'm going to jump in and read it. However, I may try to save the rest of the world from reading it by giving a review. Anyway, that's done. You've heard of Captain Princess Leia? Yeah. 50 Shades of Pirate Booty. I'm sure that's on the internet somewhere. Exactly, Ricker. Yeah, that's what it says in the trigger warnings, among other things. And I'm like, okay. Again, nothing against that. That's been in some of the books that I've really, really, really liked. But that is a bit much. This is a bit much. Considering the story. I mean, write your own damn story. Like, base it on those characters. Don't just copy them. And fan fiction is fine, but if you're gonna sell it as yours, that just doesn't feel right to me. If I don't like the book, I have a free bookmark. Except, like, that's kind of advertising the book. I feel like someone else would eat this up. That's not as, like, because the story in its core is amazing, but I don't know that I can handle. This is reminding me of, like, the new Wuthering Heights movie that's like, there's no original content, although that's a little different because this does have content that's original. I don't know. Apparently that was a real bomb. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's, like, not even close. Rubik's Cube, yep. Oh, thanks, Cujo. And Ricker. Sorry, I'm, like, reading them up on my phone and then down over here. They work, too. I have to be careful because they do break. Yeah, I'm not going to force it. And I don't want to mess them up. Because that's how I found out they broke. I messed one up really bad and I couldn't get it back to, like, here. So I gave it to a friend that does them and it just, like, crumbled. I'm like, oh crap. But thank you. Thank you so much. They're one of my favorites. A waste of an oak tree. Exactly. And, like, it's not that it's too out there, because I definitely read 2 pretty out there books and thoroughly enjoyed them, but that's giving me ick. There are kids who could have breathed easy with the tree that ended up as book pulp. Yeah, and I wonder how many she, like, gave away. I'm curious if there's, I don't think it's coming out on sale April 2026. So let me look it up in Goodreads and see if anybody's actually read it. And then I think I'm going to do my reading prompts, because it's the 4th book in a series. Some of these reviews are going to be people that know her and are like, this is the best thing ever. Some of them are just going to be, like, plot and not an actual review. This is 4 stars, but meh. All right, how do I filter it to show me the worst ones? She gave, okay, this one gave it 3.5 stars and said it's one of her all-time favorite musicals, but she was confused a lot of times. There were a few plot holes and they were a little all over the place. It was fast-paced and entertaining, and she wants to read more by the author. Okay. Yeah, it's a really interesting, smutty fantasy take on Phantom of the Opera. I don't know, though. I know there's a way to filter it. Oh, thanks, Cujo. Yeah, I did a little bit with it. I don't know. It's getting in my face because it's getting longer. I'm trying to get to some funny reviews. Yeah, absolutely. My phone shows the emojis real weird. I know there is a way to filter them, and I really want to. Filters, here we go. Oh, come on. I know there's a way. There's only 93 reviews, which is low for Goodreads, but it's also a new book coming out. I'm curious what else she's written. So people that don't like it might just not leave a review, or they might, like, she's trying to get people to read it and leave a good review so she can sell it. But the one review that has 1 stars says she's happy to review the arc, but the book was not for her. The characters felt very two-dimensional and unoriginal. Well, yeah. The romance felt forced and the pacing was off. The writing style was way too much inner monologuing and not enough dialogue or interaction between the characters. So it's not even good fan fiction. So I just clicked on the 1-star reviews And it just brought me to that. It didn't let me filter by it, unfortunately. Well, I guess this is. The modern setting paired with what I assumed would be a quintessential gothic Phantom of the Opera experience, plus random supernatural elements, never fully came together for me. The atmosphere and plot often felt ... wrong. All of these people have received an arc. Yeah, so it's bad fan fiction, in my unread the book opinion. Let me see what else she's read though. Let's see. Oh, does Ricker have to go? Saw you and wanted to stop by and show some love. Thank you. You're gonna stretch out and try to breathe a bit. Yeah, please go to the hospital if you have to. Breathing is kind of, important. But I appreciate you coming in and laughing with us a little bit. What's up? And Funny's gonna be back? Okay. All right, let me see. She did a Little Mermaid retelling. Captive of the Pirate King. Oh boy. 75 books? No way. A Nutcracker retelling here. So she's turning them into romantasy. I'll give it a chance, like, because I said, like, I want to be honest about it, but, like, this is not great. Thanks, Ricker. Loved you too. That's supposed to be a heart. I know it looks like a potato, but it's a heart. Yeah, and was talking about the Rubik's Cube earring. We were talking about them before. I think you can get them online. I got them at like a parade booth thing. So, but I think they're online too, and they work. They actually move. I was talking about them a little bit before. Okay. So, still getting used to this reading jar thing. These are prompts or like categories that if I pick it out of the jar, I want to try to read a book in that category this week. Last week, and I'm picking 2 prompts. The first week I read both prompts, which is probably not going to happen. This week I wasn't able to get to both, and I'm going to have a system for the ones that I don't get to. And I think what I decided to do, and I talked about this a little bit, I'm picking the one, this is my done jar, but those 2 I already read. Last week I picked Europe and a pink cover. We had a pink cover book picked out. You guys helped me with that, but I didn't get to it. And I think trying to get to both prompts is not going to happen most of the time. I'm still going to pick 2 and then see which one I can complete. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to just put the ones I didn't complete back in the jar. Oh, sweet. My boss just texted me that I can work from home tomorrow. We can have a longer stream, guys. Are we here? Where am I? Hold on. Are we here? It's still ticking, but I can't see myself. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? It just looks like the camera's not on. You see me. I don't see myself. What the heck? I don't want to exit out of it and then not be able to get back. Because on my laptop, I'm just going to point and hope for the best. It's just, my screen on my phone is just black. Oh, this is so weird. Anyway, yeah, I can see on my laptop, but I'm on a huge delay on my laptop. And I can't put the sound on there, so let me know if something goes on. This is weird. I accidentally turned the screen off, and then when I turned it back on, clearly my camera's on because I'm online, but I don't know. Okay, what was I saying? I didn't get to the pink cover, and I think I'm gonna put it back in the jar. I think I'm gonna wait and pick my 2 for today, and then put it back in the jar. Can you, like, what happens if I do this? So weird. It'll focus on it, but it won't show me the screen. You're in a grocery run, so kind of pushing the cart around. Bear with you. That's fine. Thank you for coming in, even though you're doing that. So I did do Europe. So Europe's going to go in here as done. Pink is going to go back in. If it keeps coming up, then I'm destined to read a pink book. I really would like to read every color. That was kind of part of what inspired me to like start this. I just don't want to be completely talking to myself to a black screen for like half an hour and not realize that nobody's listening anymore. Maybe I should just cut the jellyfish things off. Like, I love the way they look, but they're in my face all the time. Okay. Hey, Mike. We're having technical difficulties. My phone screen went off and it came back and the stream loaded, but I can't see myself. I can see the chat and I can see a very delayed laptop, but I can't see myself on my phone. I don't know why. And I'm afraid to do it again because I don't want to cut off completely. So, hey, Mika. I haven't seen you in a while. I think that will end the stream. Stop calling me kiddo. I'm almost as old as you. You said you were 50 something. I'm 44. But thank you. Thank you. I should have said the thank you part first. Anyway, this is awkward because I'm looking at a blank screen, but let's pick our prompts. I could exit out and just start another one, but I hate to do that and then have like 2 on here. I don't know. You exist again. Oh, the wife got sick. I'm sorry. All right. I just picked one, but because I can't see myself, I feel like I didn't pick one, so I'm going to put it back in again. And pink cover is going to go back in, but not right now. All right, ready? Let's see. You're okay, Mike. All right, this one says movie TV adaptation. Crap. Man, that does smell bad too. That's my other thing. Movie or TV adaptation. I wonder if I should pick up a Michael Crichton book again. You think you're disappointed? Why? What's going on? I'm gonna have to research this to see what it is. So I have other adaptations of existing stories, like Wicked, for example. It uses the Wizard of Oz characters, but it flips them. So it's original because it's telling a story of Alphaba, not just, you know. They made the Firefly announcement and it's going to be an anime. They need to have the live action. I mean, it might be nice, like it might be good, but it's not the same. It's not the same feel as the original Firefly then. Unless they're gonna like have, yeah, are they gonna have like the original actors voice the cartoon? Because that would be kind of cool. But yeah, if there's no, is it Nathan Fillion or Fillon? I don't know. You just picked up Serenity on 4K. Oh, okay. That's the like, it's the movie one, isn't it? Oh, it does feature the voices of? I still feel like that's just kind of lazy. I mean, I know it was a TV show and not a movie, but like if they can put Carrie Fisher in Star Wars after she's dead, they can probably age down some of the characters. I don't know. I have a bunch of like Disney movie adaptation things that are like, well, those are more retellings though. I don't think this definitely doesn't fit anything that I'm thinking of currently reading. I don't know if it counts to read the third Hedge Knight story because they haven't made it into a TV movie yet. 20th Century Disney would only approve the rights as an animated series. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, it was a great TV series, and I feel like it's beloved by so many people. Congratulations, Mika! Oh my gosh! Mika and his wife are expecting a baby, or their wife. Sorry, I don't remember your pronouns because you've changed screen names like 8,000 times. That's awesome. Congratulations. I will not be procreating. So I don't know what it's like, but I heard it's rough. Rewarding, but rough. Sorry. I'm in a weird mood. All right, so I'm gonna pick a second one. I may end up reading the second one instead of that one, or I may end up reading both. Let's see. 100% hardcore brown coat. I can barely see your profile picture though, Mika. And I can't see nearly anything on my phone right now. Yeah, I can like barely see. I can see like a black and white. That's really all I can see. All right, I picked this one without paying attention. This one says historical. Oh my goodness. I don't have an idea that comes to mind for either of these. I did when I wrote them. Historical could be historical fiction or like based on true events, or it could be like history, you know, like World War II or like something like that. I was just looking at a World War II book actually. I don't know if in the mood for either of these. It depends on what they are. Definitely not what I had planned. I gotta stick with it though. Oh, that's what Firefly diehards call themselves. Gotcha. Yeah, I can picture it now, the brown coat. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing considering how long it's taken for them to like do an extension of a show that so many people love. But I don't know. All right, so pink cover's gonna go back in. And it'll be interesting if I pick it next week and also don't read it then. I have no idea what I'm gonna read for these, and that was the point of doing this, is that I have to look in my collection in places that I might not normally look and try to find something that works. It's a little I don't know if the word's confused. I'm a little conflicted about finishing this author's backlist or rereading this again but the new one is coming out in October. These are 5 huge books. Well, most of them are huge. But they don't take me much time to get through. But I also have 2 even bigger books of, yeah, like this one's 1,000 pages. Like, I still have this to read of her series. And then I have, oh, I love the way they smell though. I have a, sorry, was that inappropriate? I have her 3rd series I can listen to on audiobook, but I didn't like the first book, but apparently there's a tie-in with Akatars, so I might have to read it, even though I don't like it. Sorry, this is Kingdom of Ash. This is the last in the Throne of Glass series. thick cacao with 3 C's. But I've read, this one's the biggest, but I've read 5 or 6 of the other ones in this series. I'm trying not to look at the page. Yeah, this is 984 pages in this thing. Go make your pregnant wifey some food. Do you know when the baby's due yet? It's probably pretty early. Wow, I have no idea what I'm gonna read. But that's kind of exciting. It's weird because like Phantom of the Opera is historical, like it's based on the actual Paris Opera House in like 1800s some point, I think. And it was made into a movie. Yeah, historical novels, not much dragons in those. Oh, Pachinko from last week. That's a thick book too, though. Where did she go? She's in the other room. I say she because there's a girl on the cover. Shogun. I don't have Shogun, and it's also a chunky book. I have to probably go down to the nonfiction area. I like the like East Asian flavor that you just gave me the idea for, though. The first historical fiction I think of is Outlander, but I'm not reading another Outlander book right now. Every historical fiction I can think of is like chunky. But the movie adaptation, I was thinking I could read another Dune book, but they haven't adapted the later Dune books yet. What if I combine the prompts? I read a book called, oh god, I remember the Coldplay song that went with the soundtrack. Unbroken, and they made a movie out of that. Was that World War II or was it a different war? There was a movie adaptation made of that, and it was historical. Capaldi. Yeah, I would consider it smut if it weren't like so many pages in between, I think. Does that make sense? I liked the first book a lot. I read the second one thinking it would be more history. And I mean, I'm not knocking a smutty book, but like I just couldn't wait for it to be over. And there's, gosh, I think I have 3 more, plus she's written like a lot more. So I don't think that's a series I'll be finishing. Even though I like a lot of elements of it, I didn't like the overall thing. I'm looking around the room here at what I have, and I remember I haven't gone through this room yet. Wow, I have no idea. But you'll know by next week. That'll be interesting. So I have a box over here that I'm gonna, I have a heavier like direction to go in for a few minutes, but I don't want to do it yet. I was about to, but then I'm like, let's not. Do I have a history or historical? I don't have a shelf on Goodreads for that. Mike says, so I know she was really dedicated to accuracy, the Jacobites, etc. Yeah, but I think it all started because she has a thing for Scottish men, probably. And it leaks out of the whole story. That's your beef, and I think that's her beef as well. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. The second one I didn't like, which happens a lot, actually. I'm thinking I might end up doing the audiobook as one of these prompts. Why is everything historical so freaking long? I have a book written by, I don't know how to say his last name, Carrie Elwes, who played what's the dude's name in The Princess Bride? The main dude, Wesley. I have a book about The Princess Bride. Obviously, a movie adaptation there. That might be fun. Because I'm looking at my Goodreads list over here. Can you guys even see me? Yeah, you can. Do I like the Tudors as a time frame? I do, because I got really into that show. Which, talk about smut. I mean, that's just, it's borderline PORN, but oh, Wolf Hall. I don't have that. But I have heard of that. And I think it's already on my list. Oh, wait, I do have that book. I do have that book. I must be thinking of something else. Hilary Mantel. Okay, yeah, I've got her up here. I didn't realize it was about that time period. Okay. Sorry, it's not fun for you to watch me reading the screen. I'm trying to kind of get the gist of it, and it's fiction, but these are real people. Henry VIII wants to annul his marriage of 20 years and marry Anne Boleyn. The Pope and most of Europe opposes him. Into this impasse steps Thomas Cromwell, a wholly original man, a charmer and a bully, both idealist and opportunist, astute in reading people and implacable in his ambition. But Henry is volatile. We all know that. I mean, he killed 5 wives? I don't know. The War of the Roses by Dan Jones. That sounds familiar as well. Wolf Hall might be a good one, and it's on my backlist. I do have that physical book. I thought it was like a werewolf book. I think I've just got them on the brain right now. There's a lot of books with wolf in the title, so I think I'm just mixing it up with, I think it's the Wolf King I was thinking of, or King of Wolves, or something like that. What was the other story? World War. The characters are operating a printing press and are suspected of printing propaganda and treasonous stuff. Why does that sound so familiar? Let me look up the one Cujo said, though. York and Lancaster, Stark and Lannister. True. War of the Roses. Sorry, I don't mind reading straight up history. I just want it to be something that I have on my lists already. There's a lot of books called War of the Roses. Are you thinking another Tudors one, or is this Alison Weir one? Oh, both of them. Oh, there's probably a ton because it's an actual war. But which oh, by Dan Jones. You literally said it. Sorry, I'm flipping between screens. Here we go. Real Cloak and Dagger, Subterfuge Step. Cool. Nonfiction Tudor Note the Romance. That's fine. That's totally fine. It was a really interesting time period in history, and I did get really into it for a bit. I probably have some books about Henry VIII or about the wife. I think I have one called Six Wives, but it's huge. So all of the ones that I've thought of are enormous. That's what she said. Sorry. It's worse because I can't see myself. There does not have to be romance in the books that I read. There does not have to be. And if it's in there, it better be good and not stupid. Jarek Becker, Jacob the Liar. What's going on, Nindam? Jacob the Liar? A mod-only chat? There's nothing wrong with that. You guys are giving me watch time, and I get to talk to people that I don't have to worry about doing weird stuff. Yeah, you got the author right there, Mike. Ooh. Set in an unnamed German-occupied ghetto, the story centers on an unlikely hero, Jacob Hayim, who accidentally overhears news of vital importance. The Russians are advancing on a city 300 miles away. Forming a protective bond with a young orphan girl. So that doesn't sound like the printing press one. It sounds really good, though. I have a whole World War II section, so I should probably look down there. Or did I bring it up here? I might have brought it up here because there were some questionable symbols on the spines, and somebody walked in my house and was like, "Why do you have that symbol over there?" And I'm like, "Oh, good call." But it was history, not that. Jacob the Liar sounds. Oh, wait, starring Robin Williams, it says on the cover. He spreads fake news of hope through the ghetto, claiming that he has a secret radio and he was listening to the Allies. Oh. Oh, Robin Williams movie. Must have been a serious role. Oh, I see. Is that him on the cover? It doesn't look like him on the cover, but it could be. I can't get it to like blow up bigger. Blow up bigger. God. Aww. I'm putting it on my want to read list. Don't yell at me. Where's my okay, World War II. Well, this will be interesting. If I'm not in the mood for it, I'm probably gonna try to pick something. Yeah, thanks, Cujo. It registered in my brain, but I didn't say it. What did Mike say? Yeah, they made a movie out of it. Okay. Let me look at the list up here. The problem is it's not like the books aren't in front of me, but I can definitely find something that fits either one or both of these prompts. I kind of wanted to read that Hiroshima book again because I forget. There's a book about 6 survivors of Hiroshima. It's called Hiroshima, and I don't remember a whole lot about it. Some, but not a ton. It wasn't a great book, but it was fascinating. I think it was, yeah, it's nonfiction. I've read a bunch of World War II books. Oh, Elie Wiesel I could read. I read the short trilogy that he has. I read Schindler's List. Read The Book Thief. Unbroken was that one that I was thinking of. I've read a lot about World War II. This is gonna be an interesting one. Ooh, would it count if it was a like retelling of like what would happen if we lost the war? Because I have a couple books like that that are like obviously fiction and like they kind of another they made into a movie and I can neither need or watch chokes me up too much. Uh-oh. Which one? Oh, Schindler's List. Yeah, I had to stop watching it. I couldn't see it. The book is weird. Man in the High Castle. I did just read was it this year or was it last year? We Have Always Lived in a Castle. I think it was last year. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas I've already read. And yes, that is extremely sad. I don't think I could watch it. Oh, by Philip K. Dick. I do have that one. Oh, okay. America 1962. Slavery is legal once again. The few Jews who still survive hide under assumed names. Yeah, and all kinds of other crazy stuff. Yes, maybe this is what I was thinking of, but I just couldn't think of the title. And I've been meaning to read that author for a long time too. I don't want to get up and go get them. But these are great ideas. I'm so glad that I did this for like the live because you guys have such great ideas. Awesome. That's the Man in the High Castle is a definite possibility. But World War II is just like my fascination. Like, I think everybody has a war that they're just fascinated by. Some people absolutely go crazy over Civil War era stuff, but for me, it's World War II. Like, I've heard about American history, at least the white version, all the time. Like, I want to read something different. I could go back into my Black authors as well. Oh, do I want to go that sad? Like, both of those are very, very sad. Both of those eras. I have some memoirs or biographies. And I have some Elie Wiesel that would really be great to read again. In the Shadow of Banyan. That one I don't have on a list. Civil War. Oh, Cambodia. I just got a Cambodia one, I think. Is it this one? Oh. I brought it home for free, but I already have it. So I'm gonna give it back. But it's called First They Killed My Father. And oh, where is it? Is it Colombia? Colombia. What am I saying? Cambodia. Yeah. Or is she from Vietnam? I think she's from Vietnam, but it's about the conflict between the two. Anyway, I already had it. I have to go down to the memoirs and the nonfiction area and just take a look, and something will jump out at me. And then Mike said, "War you were part of, Stephen Galloway, the cellist of Sarajevo." I have that one. Do I? Wait. Cellist of Sarajevo. No, I have something like it though. The 1990s siege of Sarajevo tells the story of three people trying to survive in a city rife with the extreme fear of desperate times and of the sorrowing cellist who played undaunted in their midst. There was a band that in not Auschwitz, in Treblinka, the concentration camp. Like, it was so sinister the way they just tried to pretend everything was fine. Ooh, that's heavy though. I don't know as much about that conflict. Like, I know it happened, but I don't know as much about it, so that would be a good one to put on my list too, wouldn't it? Kenan. Have you read that one? Or is it just something you recognize? All right, I'll figure it out, and I might post about what I ended up picking. But that's exciting. I wonder if I can. I should be able to find something in this big of a collection to like fit my mood, right? Should be possible. Based on a true story, his name was Vedran Smelovic. Interesting. I think I'm thinking about a World War II version of this. It's like the Inextinguishable Symphony or something. I may have just unhauled it though. Cool. Fun. Okay. He played for 22 days during the onslaught of Sarajevo. Wow. I kind of can't wait until this period in history is over and we can just read about it. Like, I don't want to be living through this madness anymore. But I have I have a box of books over here that we didn't get to last time. I don't think I'm going to go through every one, but I need your help deciding on a few because I took them, they were free, but then like I'm looking at them now and I'm like, do I really want to keep them here? Like, do I need to? Mike says he was honoring 22 innocent people who were hit by a mortar attack. Oh my gosh. Oh, why is this happening again? Upsetting. Okay, I got an Arabic English dictionary, but I can't even speak English. I have a whole collection of language books though, and I don't think I had one on Arabic somehow, so I just grabbed it. And it'll just go in that room. Okay. Howard Stern is an interesting figure, but I kind of love him. Like, not like that, but I'm a fan, I guess. He can go a little too far, as most people know who are my age, but he's been an important figure in a lot of ways, and this one are his. This one is a collection of interviews that he did, so it's not just that he's a famous person, it's like a whole bunch of interviews with other famous people too. And you know, he gets very adult, but he's also got a good interview style, I think. It always does. It's a lot easier to be inhuman when humans aren't involved anymore. That, or they're far away and people look out their window and they're fine and they think, you know, it's not guys on the ground like it was in your time. It might be about to again. I mean, Americans have already died. Anyway, I don't need both of these. This one is called Comes Again, Howard Stern Comes Again. And then this one's called Miss America. There are a whole bunch of drag queens in here, which I don't remember when I picked this up, but that might have been something to do with... Do they put Howard Stern in drag? Is this Howard Stern in drag? I can't see it. Did I freeze again? No, here we are. I'm not sure what this is about. I think this is more... I think this is more humorous. You don't know if he has ever had much to say other than grabbing shock humor by the nuts. I mean, that was his thing. And he was really, really good at it. This is more... I can't even show you these pictures. This is more of the less interviewee era and the more shock humor era. There's lots of boobs in here, among other things. Surprisingly, a lot of them seem to be parodies of Howard himself. I don't know that I'm ever gonna really look at this, because he can get quite gross. So I might have just decided for myself that I'm not gonna keep both of these. He doesn't have many books, so I thought I could just grab like the ones that he does have. And I think his, you know, hearing about his life might be kind of interesting, but it's definitely crude humor. It's definitely crude, which I don't always like, but nowadays he's doing interviews that I think are actually really interesting. Kardashians are in here. Courtney Love, Paul McCartney, Anderson Cooper, Jerry Seinfeld, Bill Murray. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one and get rid of this one. And this one I haven't even processed in yet, so I'm just gonna let it go away. Probably when he latched onto the trans LGBTQ shock value. Oh, maybe. He's been around a long time. But I don't know. I don't know. He's one that I'm surprised I'm okay with and like. But I don't know. I do kind of have a wicked sense of humor. The other one that I wasn't sure about, this is Neil Patrick Harris's Choose Your Own Autobiography. I listened to this via audio. I've actually brought it up before. But clearly I missed the choose your own adventure part. I don't even know how they did that in the audiobook. This has at least one chapter that gets very smutty for no reason, and it kind of came out of nowhere when I was listening to it. Otherwise it is set up like a choose your own adventure. So page 70, to re-experience the wonder that is made for television movie, turn to page 89. To attempt to embark on a stage career, turn to page 98. To return to LA and make another push to star on the big screen, turn to page 124. So I did already read this, but I kind of want to see how this goes. And the choose your own adventure, I have some of the original older ones that I actually, my backup, if I didn't have much to talk about, was going to be to read one of those with the audience and choose which direction we wanted to go. I don't know if legally I'm allowed to do that, but that's what I was thinking about. Anyway, do I really need a book that I already read that I don't know. It was okay. I'm not oh my god, I'm gonna pass out if I meet him kind of fan, but I'm a fan. I think he's talented. He's definitely a chameleon. But I don't know if I want to keep this. What about political suspense? All the President's Men, Day of the Jackal, Tom Clancy, Robert Ludlum. I do have quite a few of those. I have Tom Clancy, I have Robert Ludlum, and those definitely hit. They basically hit both, don't they? Tom Clancy's books, again, are enormous, and my dad really likes them, so I wanted to read them to, be reading something that I knew my dad liked. Okay. I don't feel enthusiastic about these right now. I don't know why. James Patterson, I've read a James Patterson book. I've also DNF'd a James Patterson book. I was just no, I can't do this. He's got some good traits, but overall, I'm just kind of over it. He's on every shelf in every bookstore and thrift store and everywhere. He's one of those, which I'm sure you know. I forget which one I read and liked, but I also tried others and was just meh. James Patterson is your cousin? Are you messing with me? I can't even picture what he looks like right now. But that's kind of cool. Oh, I'll ask you guys about this one, because I don't know what to do about this one either. I don't know if anybody but Mike is here right now, but I'm waiting to see what you say about the cousin thing. All right, so I found Prince Harry's book, Spare. And normally, you're not kidding. Oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. That's a flex if you're at a library somewhere. James Patterson's my cousin. Distant, but a cousin. That's cool. Have you met him then? So normally this has a big old picture of Prince Harry on it. But this is the book I think he came out with after he kind of separated from the royal family. Does this count as historical? I don't know. I'm not gonna read it next. I'm not in the mood to read this. But he doesn't have a last name. Like, he does, obviously, but he uses different ones, and it's not a part of this book. It's just Prince Harry. And because he's, like, separated from the royal family, he doesn't use the last name Windsor anymore. Hey, Muffin Man, how you doing? Good to see ya. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of out of it today. But good for him having, you know, the cojones to, like, stand up to the royal frickin' family of England and, like, not being racist. Like, that's awesome. So I was curious to read this. This would probably be good, like, as audio. But what do I list it under? What letter do I alphabetize it under? Harry? Windsor? Prince? What is his name? What do I put as his name? Another of your cousins did the pencil sketch portion of the music video for Take On Me. Yes, I remember that video. That's classic. Oh, that's amazing. He was the animator. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm up and down, Muffin Man. I'm just trying to go forward. Yeah, that is a great music video. That's okay. Our phones are rebelling and trying to take over the alphabet. Autobiographies, Windsor. You'd use Windsor? Because I'm like, if I look it up, like on my like spreadsheet thing, I think I would think of Windsor first. But if that's not the name he goes by anymore, they said, so when I Googled it, like for a minute earlier, it said sometimes he'll go by Sussex because he was or is the Duke of Sussex. And in the title page, it says Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Like, it doesn't say a last name. Whoa, Prince Harry wishes to, and his name's actually Henry, I found out today. Prince Harry wishes to support British charities with donations from his proceeds from Spare. And it talks about some of the charities he's donated to. Yeah, he doesn't need no money. The name comes from the phrase, you know, that you need an heir and a spare for, like, producing the royal line. Like, you need someone to be your heir, and then in case that person croaks, you need a spare heir. It's kind of offensive, but I think that's the point. Like, not for him to say it, like, it's offensive, but it's like, it's not a great thing to say to someone, like, oh, you're just the spare. Yeah. So, I don't know if I'm that into, like, I'm kind of more into, like Mike was saying, the Tudors and, like, that era in England than, like, the modern royal family. But he's kind of making waves here, so I kind of wanted to, like, read it. And then I saw it. I couldn't believe it. But I almost missed it because it didn't have the dust jacket on it. But yeah, I'm probably going to put it as Windsor. Otherwise, what do I, under P for Prince Harry? Like, I feel like I wouldn't look under P or H. Oh, my friend is calling. Better to be Harry than Andrew. Absolutely. I might need to go here, guys, in a minute. Something is going on. I don't think they moved back to England. I think they went for the funeral of his mom. Okay. Where are you? Oh my god. Okay. What the? Alright, I think I'm gonna have to go here. All right, there's kind of an emergency. Like, I'm fine, but your degree is in history with a focus on Reformation studies. Cool. I am very ignorant of what that is. 16th century. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. That is a fascinating time in history. I'd like to know more about that as well. I'd want to know. I mean, historical fiction can be fine with that, but I kind of want to know more just like regular history. They get it all wrong, sadly. Dramatic license. Yeah, I bet. Especially something like as opinionated as like that. Like, I feel like that's probably been interpreted differently by everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go give my friend a call. Thanks for helping me with some of these conundrums here and dealing with me tripping over my words. I don't think I'm gonna be back tonight, but I'll definitely see you next Sunday, okay? Yeah, I'd love to talk more about it, Mike, actually. But for now, I'm gonna go. So, sorry this is sudden, but things are happening. So I'll see you next week, guys, okay? Thanks for being here.